Hey guys, Rami here with your second stimulus check update and second stimulus package update for Thursday, September 24th. We have a big shift in Nancy Pelosi's strategy that might be very good news for an attempt to get something passed before the elections. There's a lot of movement happening with stimulus now as we're getting closer and closer to election day. So stick around for this short video, and if you appreciate these updates, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already so I can update you on everything regarding the second stimulus check and stimulus package, plus more money and finance news. So for months now, Nancy Pelosi has been talking about the HEROES Act and saying how they passed a $3.4 trillion deal back in May that meets the American people's needs and all that. Then she said she's willing to come down to $2.2 trillion and never told us what is in that bill. No matter what Steve Mnuchin and Mark Meadows tell her, she says, nope, I want a $2.2 trillion blank check, and didn't want to give the details on what she wants to spend that money on. Well, it looks like we might actually see a new $2.2 trillion bill and get a vote on it. The second-ranking House Democrat, House Majority Leader Steny Hoyer, said yesterday that he hopes for a bipartisan deal to be reached in the 11th hour, but since they're far apart, he now wants Nancy Pelosi to vote on a package that is in the range of $2.2 trillion. He said there may not be any agreement, there may not be an ability to put a bill together in that time frame, but I have been urging for some weeks that we do an alternative response to the Senate. Not because I think we ought to negotiate with ourselves, but the Speaker has set the amount of resources that we're prepared to deal with, and I think we ought to put that into legislation and give it to the Senate. The Senate will do with it what they will, but I hope they will pass it and send it to the president and he'll sign it. This strategy now will put pressure on Republicans in the Senate and the president to agree to something. It will also help Democrats to boost their case that Republicans have failed to respond to the ongoing crisis at the expense of constituents. Hoyer also said, I think we ought to be taking up stimulus legislation before we leave here, and I don't think we ought to wait. People are really hurting. The tricky part here is that House Democrats are kind of split into three groups now. One group wants to reach some kind of an agreement even if it's smaller than what they originally wanted. Some agree with Nancy Pelosi on the $2.2 trillion number, but don't want to vote until an agreement is reached with the White House. And the last group, like Steny Hoyer, are ready to vote on another partisan bill even if the White House doesn't agree, just to get something voted on and sent to the Senate. They're kind of like playing hot potato. Just throw it to the Senate and leave DC and blame the Senate for not passing anything. So it'll be very interesting to see how this progresses because remember, not too long ago, President Trump said his red line is $2 trillion. So the Problem Solvers Caucus bill is $1.5 trillion with boosters up to $1.9 trillion, and President Trump supported that bill. And now we'll get a bill from Nancy Pelosi that is around $2.2 trillion. So the gap here is shrinking significantly, and President Trump is itching to send something out before the elections. So if he can just agree to this new bill, or maybe try to negotiate it down to just $2 trillion, the hard line that he wanted, we may very well see an agreement happen. But we'll need to get the support of a few Republicans in the Senate to get this passed. Mitch McConnell and many other Republicans don't like these big numbers. He previously said, we're willing to sit down with Democrats and try to reach an agreement. Clearly, we're not going to spend $3.4 trillion or $2.4 trillion or $2.2 trillion, which are the various numbers that the Speaker has laid out as potential. But I still hope we'll be able to get there. It's been disappointing that it's taking this long, but there's still a need. So he doesn't like the numbers, but agrees there is a need. So if all Democrats in the Senate agree to the $2.2 trillion deal, and the White House caved and agreed to a $2.2 trillion deal, then we can probably get a handful of Republicans in the Senate to agree also and get this thing passed. A big complaint about Nancy Pelosi's $2.2 trillion number is that no one knows what's in that number. But if she takes the Problem Solvers Caucus bill, which we all love because it has a second stimulus check with the potential for a third, unemployment boost, second round of PPP, food aid, money for schools, rental assistance, and more. So if she takes that and adds a few reasonable things in there to reach her $2.2 trillion number, then it's a different story. We might actually back this bill up. So let's hope they put this thing together fast. This country needs help now. The American people need a lot of help. Jerome Powell said during his testimony, both employment and overall economic activity remain well below their pre-pandemic levels, and the path ahead continues to be highly uncertain. The downturn has not fallen equally on all Americans. Those least able to bear the burden have been the most affected. So people need help. People really do need help. We have a lot of evictions, a lot of unemployment. It's going to be bad. So let's hope we all get the help we need very soon. What do you guys think about this new strategy from Steny Hoyer? You think we can get a $2.2 trillion deal passed and signed by the president? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button, share this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and click that notifications bell to be notified whenever I publish new videos and new content for you. Also, make sure to check the link in the description below for the SoFi Money account, which is a checking/savings account. It's not for stocks, it's not for investments. If you open an account using the link below and deposit $500, you'll get a $50 bonus. Then you can refer your family and friends and anyone you know and get $50 from every referral up to $10,000 per year. So that's a good way to make some extra cash right there. Also, don't forget to get your free stock from Robinhood and one free stock from Webull, potentially worth up to $1,600 when you deposit only $100, which is just like cash. You can take it out anytime you feel like it. All the links are in the description below. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.